Hafide, and welcome back to Weekend Edition, and this is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the past week. And to my right, Issa, what were we up to this week?
Okay, so one of the stories I covered had to do with local middle schools. Last week there was a riot at Benevento Middle School, 16 students suspended. And then there was also an incident at FB Leon Guerrero Middle School where 5 students jumped the gate and they returned at the end of the school day intoxicated, belligerent. 4 of them attempted to harm some of the staff with rocks and pipes, while another, I found this out at a meeting that senators had with the school officials earlier in the week. Turns out that one of the students never returned and was found unconscious at a nearby bus stop. So a scary situation, and so some senators wanted to find out what's going on, what are the needs of the school, how can they assist. So one thing that became apparent was that there aren't enough school aides. So this is a tale that we've been telling for a long time. So FBLG has 1,100 students and only 4 school aides, and 1 is on leave, so only 3. So they were asking for more resources and maybe more community partnerships, different ways to help address these issues at the school. How about you, Ken?
Well, I spoke about it last week, and this week, Senators Michael Nicholas and Regine Biscoli, they came out to defend their Bill 11. This would repeal raises for elected and appointed officials. During the press conference, Senator Biscoli was saying, this is basically what everyone has been saying on the campaign trail, so they're following their word, and to repeal this original sin, as she called it. And Senator Nicholas also noted that even though Adelup has been saying that these rollbacks would harm the ability to retain or recruit people, that has never been the case. Never see them having a hard time fill these positions. And they also noted that there's been, like, the governor's office has been noting about the disparity in pay, like someone lower than him getting paid more. And they were saying in the States, actually, certain positions, they get paid more than the governor. So it's not that big of a deal for them. But, we'll see. The bill hasn't been referred yet. There hasn't been a public hearing. But like the last hearing last year, or 2 years ago when they had about the raises, it brought out so many people. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, and one of the stories that I covered this week was the visit here of the director of the U.S. Air National Guard, General Rice. He's here on a more or less a fact-finding mission. But one of the things he said was he commended the Guam Guard as one of the top, in his mind, one of the top units in the entire country for our patriotism. We have, I believe, one of the highest, if not the highest, yeah, we have one of the participations, I guess, is the word that I'm looking for, in the entire country. And he also said that there's a possibility that the Guam Guard will expand, particularly because they're looking into cybersecurity. And I guess it's our location out here in the Pacific that would make us one of the top candidates for that. I also covered a court proceeding that's been going on for about four years now, or more than 4 years. This is the legal battle between the airport and duty-free shoppers. And duty-free was attempting to extend the date for the trial, and they were successful. But one of the things that came out during the documents that were submitted were a series of allegations that the airport put out after their review of documents, correspondence, and emails from DFS, and they alleged some improprieties. And the attorney said that a lot of it was still not able to, they were still not able to discuss them publicly because they were still under protection, but that may come out in future court proceedings. So we'll be watching that.
And as for myself, I went to the beach a few times this week, and it's not what you think. It's actually a viewer-submitted photo I received of a fence going up at the popular beach, Gun Beach. And so it was on Monday that fence was erected, and it says private property, and it gives you a phone number for Attorney Todd Thompson. And everyone was wondering what that fence was for, and everyone believed that Gun Beach was public access beach or public beach. It's not actually a public beach, but Guam law does give you public access to the beach. So I spoke with the owner, who was saying, hey, it's bad. It's such a bad problem. Trash is such a bad problem. Illegal dumping was getting out of hand. So basically the fence is there so people will not dump. But you could still go around. Myself personally, I walked right through the volleyball court. You can still access the beach. He reassures people they can still access the beach. We went there on Tuesday, or we went there Wednesday with the Guam EPA, and we followed them on their inspection of the site, and we didn't see anything. We saw a light litter, as they call it, but that was on public access. So again, if you're from Guam, and you call it home, you should pick up your trash and put it in the right place. If you see something, pick it up, throw it away. It's really not that hard. Also, there's the Island Beautification Task Force cleanup this weekend you can participate in. And again, you should report illegal dumping to Guam EPA. You can do that on their website. That's epa.guam.gov or something like that. You can also call us here at KUAM or email us at reporters@kuam.com if you have any news stories for us.